Let me ask you something a little dangerous. Have you ever wondered what being rich actually feels like? Not what it looks like on Instagram. Not what your cousin with the entrepreneur bio claims it feels like. I'm talking about the real emotional experience of money at every level. Because here's the truth nobody says out loud. Every level of wealth has its own vibe, its own psychology, its own problems, and its own sense of freedom. And some levels, they feel nothing like what you think. So in today's video, I'm walking you through the 10 levels of wealth and exactly what each level actually feels like in real life. Because most people think wealth is a straight line from broke to millionaire. Nope. It's more like leveling up in a video game while blindfolded without the controller, and the game keeps updating itself every 6 months. And level 1, yeah, it's the one most people are secretly stuck in, even if they earn 6 figures. Let's jump right into it. Level 1, survival mode. Money enters and immediately dies. Okay, now first we start at rock bottom. Survival mode. This is where every dollar you earn already has more jobs than a single mom with 3 side hustles. At this level, money feels like pressure, panic, stress, confusion. How is it already gone? Why is rent due again? Who invented bills and why haven't they been arrested? This is the stage where you're constantly choosing between which bill gets paid now and which one gets paid whenever your next miracle happens. Car payment or electricity, groceries or gas, hope or despair. You're in a psychological chokehold. Every decision is urgent. Every purchase feels guilty. Every month feels like climbing a financial mountain with flip-flops on. People think survival mode is about income. No, it's about lack of breathing room. At this level, you don't feel broke. You feel trapped. Like money is something that happens to you, not something you control. But here's the real secret. Most people stay in survival mode not because they're lazy, but because they've never learned the system that gets them out. The emotional vibe of level 1, I can't think about the future because I'm too busy fighting the present. But once you claw your way out of survival mode, even just a little, everything changes. Because level 2 is where you finally start to feel something you haven't felt in years. Relief. Level 2. Stability mode. I can breathe for the first time. Alright, let's break this down together. Level 2 is the magical, underrated level of wealth where nothing has really changed, but everything feels different. Here's what stability mode feels like emotionally. Your bills are paid. On time. You're not dodging calls from numbers you don't recognize. Your car starts without sounding like it's negotiating its last breath. Your bank account actually stays positive between paychecks. This level isn't glamorous, but it is transformative. The key word for level 2 is relief. Pure, refreshing, overdue relief. You're not rich, but you're not drowning either. You don't have a lot of extra money, but you have something even more powerful. Mental clarity. You can think, you can plan, you can breathe. This is when people start asking questions like, should I start investing? Maybe I can save a little. Should I learn a skill? Wait, is this what being a stable adult feels like? But don't get too comfortable, because stability mode comes with a hidden danger. You feel good enough to stop leveling up, but not good enough to actually build wealth. Stability is safe but static, comfortable but limiting, positive but fragile. Most people stay here for life. They're not struggling, but they're not climbing either. But if you push past this level, you enter one of the most misunderstood financial stages. Level 3, the level that feels rich, but isn't. Level 3, comfort mode. I feel rich, but I'm actually not. Seriously, this is the dangerously deceiving stage of wealth. The stage where everything feels amazing, but nothing is actually secure. Here's what level 3 feels like. You can buy appetizers at restaurants without checking the price. You can upgrade your phone without selling a kidney. You can take a vacation and actually enjoy it. You can buy clothes without waiting for a sale. Your bank account has a little cushion, maybe even 4 figures. You feel financially grown. You feel responsible. You feel, dare I say it, rich-ish. But here's the psychological trap. Comfort is the most dangerous level because it feels like wealth, even though you are one emergency away from going backward. Your lifestyle goes up, your expenses go up, your taste level goes up, your confidence goes way up. But your wealth barely moves. Comfort mode is basically financial Disneyland. Everything feels magical until you check how much you spent. The emotional vibe of level 3 is, I'm doing good, but I have no idea how. People in level 3 usually don't invest consistently, don't follow a real money system, don't build assets, don't track spending, don't prepare for emergencies. And look, if you're someone still working on your journey to financial freedom, or maybe you're curious about the stealth wealth lifestyle, we've created an entire playlist to help you go from broke and middle class to financially untouchable. Make sure to subscribe to the channel and join our members list to stay updated. But anyways, now we move to level 4, and this is the first level where you actually start feeling wealthy in a real, tangible, powerful way. It's the moment you officially become a different version of yourself. Financially, mentally, and emotionally. Level 4. Security mode. Nothing can take me out in one hit. Welcome to the first level where wealth becomes real. Like tangible, like I sleep peacefully at night because life can punch me and I won't crumble. Real. Here's what security mode feels like. You have savings, not pennies, months of expenses. Emergencies don't feel like the end, more like annoying inconvenience. You're no longer terrified of your car making a weird noise. Medical bills don't send immediate shockwaves through your spine. The future no longer feels like a threat. It feels like something you'll handle. This level doesn't feel rich. It feels anchored. Security mode unlocks something more powerful than money. Peace. Not spa day peace. Not I just lit a lavender candle peace. I'm talking deep, structural, adult-level peace. You know what your bills are. You know where your money goes. You know if something goes wrong, you won't go back to level 1. Security mode is financial adulthood. You're in control now. Not just reacting, not just scrambling. And here's the best part. People around you start to notice your energy shift. You're calmer, more confident, more grounded. You're no longer money's puppet. You're the puppet master. But security is only the beginning. Because once you stabilize your financial life, you start wanting more. More time, more freedom, more options, which leads to the money level where real transformation begins. Level 5. Level 5. Freedom mode. I have options now, and that's dangerously exciting. Let me explain this to you clearly, because this is where the game starts getting fun. Freedom mode is the first level where you don't feel tied to your job. Not because you hate work, but because you know you could leave if you wanted. Here's what freedom mode feels like emotionally. You start questioning everything about your career. You realize you don't need overtime. You stop tolerating nonsense, especially at work. You feel the early taste of choice. You're no longer thinking month to month. You're planning years ahead. The key word for level 5 is control. This is the first time you realize, wait, maybe I don't have to work until I'm 65. Wait, people actually take sabbaticals? Wait, I can say no to things now? You still work. You still earn. But the urgency is gone. The desperation is gone. The fear is gone. Freedom mode is like stepping out of a dark basement and into sunlight. You see everything differently now, but it also comes with a warning. Freedom can make you careless. People at this level often start overspending, not because they're stupid, but because they feel safe enough. But if you stay disciplined, if you keep leveling up, you enter a stage of wealth that only a small percentage ever experience. Because level 5 gives you options, but level 6 gives you growth. And this is where your money begins working harder than you do. Level 6. Growth mode. My money makes money, and that feels illegal. Now, before I explain more, you need to understand that level 6 is where you experience the most powerful, addictive, life-changing feeling money can ever give you. Your money is growing faster than your effort. This is where investing, assets, and compounding finally click. For the first time ever, you check your accounts and think, wait, how did it grow while I was asleep? How did my net worth jump this fast? Why didn't I start this sooner? Are rich people hiding this feeling on purpose? Growth mode feels like magic. The money you invested 2, 3, 4 years ago is suddenly waking up from its nap and saying, all right, boss, let me show you what I can do. You start to understand wealth at a deeper level. Time is more valuable than hustle. Growth beats grinding. Ownership beats labor. Assets beat effort. This is when people fall in love with investing. Not stocks, not real estate, not funds, but the feeling of compounding, The emotional vibe is, I finally see the blueprint. But growth mode has a hidden danger too. You start feeling invincible. You start assuming growth will always continue. You start fantasizing about early retirement. But the real trap? You think you've made it, even though the real wealth feeling begins at level 7. Because if level 6 feels magical, level 7 feels like you hacked the financial system from the inside. Level 7, flexibility mode. My life is designed, not reacted to. Level 7 is where money starts bending to you, not the other way around. This level feels like being able to take random Wednesdays off, being able to travel without checking prices first, being able to say let's go instead of let me check, being able to walk away from toxic jobs, relationships, or environments, feeling like your life is yours. Finally, this is the level where you can take a month-long break without panic. You can move cities if you want. You can buy convenience instead of suffering. You can prioritize happiness over income. You can choose who and what gets your energy. Flexibility mode doesn't mean you're rich. It means your wealth has reached the point where your life is customizable. You have options normal people don't even think about. This level brings a new feeling, ease. You're no longer sprinting. You're not hustling. You're in control of your time, your energy, and your direction. Most people think being rich is about fancy cars or designer clothes. But the real flex, having full control over your schedule, your mood, your decisions, your lifestyle, that's level 7. And once you're here, something extraordinary happens. Your brain opens the door to a new reality, a level of wealth that very few people ever reach in their lifetime. Because if level 7 is about flexibility, level 8 is about genuine abundance. And that feeling? Yeah, it hits different. Level 8, abundance mode. I'm not worried about money at all. Level 8 is where money stops being a stressor, a puzzle, or even a goal. It becomes something else entirely, a tool, a resource, a background character instead of the main plot. This level feels surreal because you're no longer thinking, can I afford this? Is this too expensive? Is this responsible? Instead, you think, do I want this? Does this improve my life? Is this aligned with my values? Is this worth my time, energy, or attention? This is the level where you buy convenience without guilt. You travel the way you want to travel. You prioritize quality over price. You stop counting every dollar. You know you're protected no matter what happens. Emotionally, level 8 feels like lightness. You're not rich for show. You're rich in security, options, time, and mental space. Here's the most shocking part. You spend less impulsively at this level. Why? Because you're no longer chasing happiness through purchases. You're already satisfied. But level 8 comes with an identity shift. You're not operating from fear anymore. You're operating from confidence. You look at money like an adult looks at candy. Nice, enjoyable, but not emotionally controlling you. This is the first level where people truly understand wealth isn't about flexing or impressing others. It's about protecting your peace. But as abundant as this level feels, it's nothing compared to level 9. Because level 9 is where life stops feeling like a financial journey and starts feeling like a financial superpower. Level 9, wealth mode. My life runs on systems now. All right, level 9 is where you officially enter the 1%-ish zone. This is not, I can afford Whole Foods. This is generational blueprint territory. Here's what level 9 feels like. Your money makes more money than you do. Your net worth grows faster than your income. Your investments outperform your effort. Your assets have babies, and their babies have babies. You're financially unshakable. Losing a job, a minor inconvenience, market dips, a discount, unexpected expense, barely noticeable. You live life on your own terms. You choose your schedule, you choose your work, you choose your environment, you choose everything. This is the level where you think in decades, not days. You invest more than most people make. You're less emotional about money than ever before. You understand the tax code like it's a love language. Your systems generate more income than your hands ever could. Emotionally, level 9 feels like clarity, deep clarity. You know who you are. You know what you value. You know what matters and what absolutely does not. But here's the wild part. People at level 9 often feel less rich than people at level 3. Why? Because the higher you go, the more you realize. Wealth is not loud. Wealth is not flashy. Wealth is not validation. Wealth is not consumption. Wealth is freedom disguised as normal life. But there's still one level left. The boss level. The level almost nobody reaches. Because if level 9 feels like you're rewriting your life, level 10 feels like you're rewriting your legacy. Level 10, generational wealth mode. I will be remembered for this. Okay, this is the final form. The peak, the level where you stop thinking in years and start thinking in generations. Money is no longer a need or even a want. It becomes a responsibility. Here's what level 10 feels like emotionally. You've transcended personal wealth. Your goal isn't to make yourself comfortable. Your goal is to make the next 50 to 100 years of your family comfortable. You start asking questions like, how do I protect this? How do I pass this on? How do I teach this? How do I make sure nobody ruins this after I'm gone? Your wealth becomes a system, not a number, not a stack, a system. Trusts, LLCs, investments, real estate portfolios, insurance, tax strategies, education for the next generation, succession plans. Your life stops being about earning money and starts being about building a dynasty. This level isn't about a car or a house or even income. It's about impact that outlives you. Emotionally, level 10 feels like pride, calm, legacy, permanence, fulfillment. And the biggest realization at this level, you didn't get rich to look rich. You got rich to make sure the people you love never see level 1 again. Your wealth becomes a shield, a foundation, a roadmap, a gift, and that completes the 10 levels. But before we close this out, let's give the viewer the clean, punchy recap that locks it all in. The 10 levels of wealth, what they feel like. Level 1, survival, stress, panic, no breathing room. Level 2, stability, relief, clarity, bills paid. Level 3, comfort, feels rich but fragile. Level 4, security, peace, stability, adult control. Level 5, freedom, options, early power, independence. Level 6, growth, compounding hits, money multiplies. Level 7, flexibility, life becomes customizable. Level 8, abundance, no fear, no stress, pure control. Level 9, wealth, systems take over, true stability. Level 10, generational wealth, legacy, impact, permanence. This is how wealth evolves. This is how it feels, not the Instagram version, the real psychological journey every financially successful person goes through. Now, if this video hit different for you, drop a comment with the words, "I know my level," so I know you're locked in and ready to climb. And now that you know what every level of wealth actually feels like, it's time to learn why most people never reach even level 3. The reason isn't lack of discipline. It's not laziness. It's not lack of opportunity. It's because the system is quietly designed to keep you stuck. Watch my next video, the financial tricks governments use to keep you broke. This video showed you the journey. The next one shows you the traps. Click the video on the screen now, and we'll see you in the next one.